Hi, Terry Hodgkinson here. I'd like to share with you a few insights that came out of a client's consulting session today. We all experience valleys at certain points in our lives, just as we experience peaks. It's a natural journey through life where we hit peaks and valleys, and sometimes we can even go, equal and enjoy the journey on a flatter surface. But a lot of the times we're up and or down. There's nothing wrong with that, but when we're down for an extended period of time and life becomes intolerable, as in my client's words today, life is miserable. I am miserable and I can't seem to shake it. Well, you know that it's pretty serious, and there are different ways that you can look at dealing with a situation like this. But as my client came to me for consultation, I listened first of all to his story, and basically he told me that he's working, not happy with the work that he's doing. But on the other hand, I was interested in finding out, well, what are you doing with the rest of the hours of your day? One of the things that my client was doing is watching TV. And this, although it's a mechanism to numb out and to do something mindless where you don't have to think, not necessarily the greatest experience. Reason being is when you're watching TV and you're numbing out, your mind is absorbing the information that's coming through the programming. Now you're probably saying, how's that possible? Well, I'm a hypnotherapist as well, and I know that when you get really relaxed, your subconscious mind is open to all kinds of suggestions. And if the type of programming that you're watching has a lot of negative suggestions or things in the messages that perhaps aren't uplifting, are what you need to hear at that point in time, probably not the best idea or the best thing to be doing, unless you are watching some positive programming, whether that would be in the form of nature programs or science programs that are helping you to learn more about the universe, or biographies in the format of documentaries or something where people have overcome odds. These are good things because they're giving your brain the message that even in life it might be difficult, there are still things that people have done to uplift themselves, and that's good. Same as reading. I recommended a book to my client called Man's Search for Meaning, because it's good to be able, when you're in a tough time, to realize that other people have been in tough times too. And Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl wasn't just a tough time, it was a dire time, it was a tragic time. I mean, it was traumatic. You have to read the book if you haven't read it. But it's a true life account of Viktor Frankl's life during concentration camps and what he did to survive, but not just survive, to stay sane in the midst of craziness. So these things are good to occupy your mind space as well, because you realize that, it's not just yourself or people that are having tough times. Some people have really tough times, mega rough times, and are able to manage to get through it. And that's a good thing, because hope is wonderful, and we should all have hope. The next thing I want to just let you in on here, because it's something that I found personally useful in my own life. When I was hitting dark points in my life and I thought it's hopeless, I just don't see a way out of this. You know what I did? Besides watch TV and do all the other, what I did was I said, I got to do something. I can't keep sitting around dwelling on these old thoughts, rehashing all this stuff in my head that's not leaving me alone. I got to do something. You know what I did? I'll tell you what I did. I went out and I volunteered my time. I did. I actually took a short training course on how to be an operator for crisis phone centers. And I took calls where people were in situations that they were having difficulties in life, and I would steer them to the right resources, or just lend an unjudgmental, compassionate ear. And you know what I found? I found that through volunteering my time and giving, even though I wasn't in a great space myself, but giving of myself to other people, that it made a huge difference in the way that I felt about myself, but also felt about why I was here and what my purpose was for. So it helped me to climb out of that valley I don't know if it helped me to climb out faster, but it kept my mind occupied on doing the right things that made it easier. And I've also, in other times, I've volunteered for food lines and for food storage banks that you get food ready and prepared for people who are needing that food. And I felt that that was equally as important and also equally fulfilling, that I had the experience to be doing something, giving back and helping others. So I hope that is of use to you. Remember, when you're in a state of mind that just doesn't seem to be working, you need to get your mind somewhere else. You need to change the scenery. You need to change the environment sometimes. Not all the times, but a lot of the times it's good to do that so that you get a different perspective on life. And this is why I run retreats. This year I'm running a retreat to the Taoist Wudang Mountains in China. Again, last year I ran it as well. And I'm also running a retreat to the foothills of the Himalayas in Rishikesh, India. And these retreats are designed to, take people out of their known environments from wherever you come from in the world and put you in a place where you might not know a lot about. And this is a wonderful thing, because without that familiarity and all the conditioning and all the anchoring to the old things in your life, you are now open, ready to receive all wonderful new information. And retreats have a way of doing this, and I love taking people on retreats, helping them to explore their inner selves and reconnect in a stronger way, if that's possible for people with their faith, in whatever their faith is in. So hopefully you'll take a look at those and heed some of the words that I've expressed during this session here. I hope that there's something there for you, and maybe you know somebody that could use this too. So please share this. Share this knowledge, or share this video if you like, with somebody else that would be able to benefit from this, because I really do believe in sharing and giving things to people who are in need. And not that I'm looking to get anything back from that, but I do believe it does come back to you in some way, manner, or form. So have a wonderful day, and I look forward to hearing from you. Please feel free to comment. Feel free to send me an email. I'm always here and ready to chat. Okay, so you take care, have a great day, and I look forward to the next session on video here.